Hi guys, today we'll be talking about Chasens, which is the matcha tea whisk. So, as you can see, there are many types of Chasens. A Chasen is basically just a whisking equipment when you want to make matcha. And the reason why I think they are better than just shaking the matcha in a shaker or one of those, frothy thingy, or blending the damn thing, is because you have more control over the whisking. And the other methods, you can't really eliminate all the larger bubbles that make the taste kind of harsh and not smooth. Okay, so today we have Chasens from Japan, Korea, and China, and we'll be talking about the differences and of course the price, because they are very different. Okay, so first off, this is my favorite, the one that I use every day. So this is the Japanese Chasen. This one is the formal type, Shin Kazuho. So this one is 70 tines. Tines is these little thingies, Yeah. Okay, so, and this is also Japanese. This is 100 tines. And this is a Korean one. This is 120 tines. And this one is one for koicha, which is really thick tea. So as you can see, the tines are a lot bigger because it needs to withstand more weight of the tea, and like the really thick tea. So the differences between these chasens is, okay, first off, the price. The Chinese ones, these ones are like around like a couple hundred baht to like 400 baht. I mean, they don't really have any certification, or they don't tell you much about the manufacturing or anything. And these are the Korean ones. These are about 1,000 baht. I bought in Japan. It has a lot of tines though, because usually Japanese craftsmen, they don't make more than 100 tines anymore, because it's just really, really hard. It's like you have to carve this thing into like 120 little thingamabobs. Yeah, and besides, like, you don't actually need that many, because the theory is, of course, the more tines you have, the easier for it to be for you to make bubbles. But I use this one. This is my favorite because it's the prettiest, and because it makes bubbles just fine. I mean, yeah, you don't really need that many. This one is only 70 tines. Okay. Okay, where was I? So the main difference is, of course, the price. Chinese being the cheapest, but then again, if you ask the most important thing, do they all work? Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, they all work. If you're just starting out and you wanna, get to know matcha, just buy a Chinese one. It's a bit of a gamble, of course, because I've seen some really fucked up ones. But this one I got looks pretty good. But as you can see, it's not perfect, and especially if you look at the details around here, the cutting is very uneven. Okay, I admit this is nitpicking and shit, but yeah, I like my stuff pristine and looking absolutely beautiful. So, but if you look at here, right, it's just, everything is symmetrical, it's neat, it's an absolute beauty. This is black bamboo. And another thing is that for some reason, the base sizes is a lot different too. Because, okay, here you go. The Japanese ones are tiny, and this is the Korean one, which is bigger, and the Chinese one, which is a lot bigger. So I have a theory about this that I think it's because the using smaller bamboo is really hard to carve out a lot of little tines. So the Chinese manufacturers, it's definitely not handmade. It's probably machine made or something like that. So it should be easier for them to carve it out of a bigger piece of bamboo rather than a tiny piece of bamboo like the ones that the Japanese use. But when I use it, I really prefer the ones with the smaller handle, because when you hold it, to me, like, it feels better. It feels like you have more control when you're whisking. As this one, the Chinese one, it feels like you're holding a friggin' baseball bat. It's massive. I don't know. So like, I guess it depends on what you prefer, of course. And another thing is that these Japanese um, masters, they use bamboo that's been sort of like stored for 3 years. It's like there's a method to their bamboo so that these chasens will last you a long time. And as for the Chinese or the Korean ones, I have no idea how long they will last. But for the most part, you get what you pay for. So yeah, it depends on what you like. I just like pretty shit, so I go for the Japanese ones. And yeah, that's about it. If you're just starting out, buy a Chinese one or a Korean one, and then once you decide, hey, I love matcha and I'm gonna make it every day, then yeah, go ahead and buy like a nice Japanese one or a Korean one. You know, in the end, like, if it's an eyesore and you have to look at it every day, I mean, especially for me, I don't like that. So like, yeah, I like to appreciate my tea equipment, so that's why I'm a bit picky. One last thing. For some reason, the Chinese and the Korean Chasens have difficulty, like, you can't really put them in these things. Look, it's too big. It doesn't really go in. I mean, the Korean ones are okay though. Yeah, this one's fine. But this one is way too big, so you gotta ram the whole damn thing in. So I'm not sure how to store this. Yeah, so thank you for watching this first episode from 7 Rabbits about tea whisk, Chasens. Thanks. And if it's weird not to see my face, tell me, because it's a little weird.